Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or paused in the middle of a sentence because the word you needed simply vanished from your mind? If this has happened to you more often lately, I want you to know something important before we go any further. You are not losing your mind, and you are definitely not alone. Millions of people over the age of 60 experience these small memory slips every single day, and in most cases, it has nothing to do with a serious disease. It has everything to do with daily habits, the ones we practice without even realizing it, and the ones we neglect without even noticing the cost. My name is Dr. Arthur Wells, and today I am going to walk you through 7 daily habits that science and clinical experience have shown may genuinely help protect your memory as you age. Stay with me until the end, because habit number 5 is one that almost nobody talks about, and it might be the most important one on this entire list. Let's begin with something so simple that most people overlook it completely. Habit number 1 is protecting your sleep like it is the most valuable asset you own, because in many ways, it truly is. During deep sleep, your brain performs a kind of nightly housekeeping. It clears away metabolic waste, including a protein called beta amyloid, which has been linked to memory decline when it builds up over time. Think of your brain as a busy office. During the day, papers pile up, coffee cups accumulate, the trash bin fills. At night, while everyone sleeps, a cleaning crew comes in and clears it all away, so the office is fresh and ready for the next day. That cleaning crew only works while you are in deep, uninterrupted sleep. If you are only sleeping 4 or 5 broken hours a night, that cleanup never fully happens. The waste builds up day after day, week after week, and over the years, this can quietly affect memory and clarity of thought. So if there is one habit to start tonight, it is this. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of consistent, quality sleep. Go to bed at the same time each night. Keep your room cool and dark. Your brain will thank you in ways you may not even notice until years from now, when your memory is still sharp while others around you struggle. Now let's talk about habit number 2, and this one might surprise you. It is not about doing more, it is about moving more. Physical movement, even gentle movement, increases blood flow to the brain, and blood flow means oxygen, and oxygen means fuel for memory. You do not need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. A simple 20 to 30-minute walk each day, ideally outdoors, has been associated with better memory performance and even the growth of new cells in the hippocampus, which is the part of your brain responsible for forming new memories. I have spoken with people in their 70s and 80s who walk every single morning, rain or shine, and their minds remain remarkably sharp. Meanwhile, I have seen people decades younger who sit for most of the day, struggle far more with recall and focus. Movement is not just good for your joints and your heart, it is medicine for your mind. So today, take a walk. Tomorrow, take another one. Let it become as automatic as brushing your teeth. Habit number 3 brings us to something deeply personal, and that is what you put on your plate. Your brain uses roughly 20% of your body's total energy, even though it is only about 2% of your body weight. That means what you eat directly fuels how well your brain functions. Diets rich in leafy green vegetables, berries, nuts, olive oil, and fatty fish like salmon have consistently been linked to slower rates of cognitive decline. This eating pattern is often called the mind diet, a combination inspired by Mediterranean and DASH eating principles, specifically designed with brain health in mind. On the other hand, diets high in processed sugar, fried foods, and refined carbohydrates have been associated with inflammation, and inflammation in the body often means inflammation in the brain. You do not need to overhaul your entire kitchen overnight. Start small. Add a handful of walnuts to your breakfast. Swap one fried meal a week for a baked or grilled version. Add spinach or kale to a soup. Small, consistent choices repeated daily become powerful long-term protection for your memory. Now let's move to habit number 4, and this one touches the heart as much as the mind. Social connection. Loneliness has been identified by researchers as one of the most significant risk factors for cognitive decline in older adults, comparable in some studies to the effects of smoking or physical inactivity. When we engage in meaningful conversation, when we laugh with a friend, when we share a meal with family, our brains are being actively exercised. We are recalling names, following conversation threads, reading facial expressions, forming responses. This is a full brain workout disguised as simple human connection. If you find yourself isolated more often than you would like, I encourage you gently to reach out. Call an old friend. Join a community group. Visit a neighbor. Attend a class or a place of worship. Your brain craves connection the way your lungs crave air, and honoring that need is one of the kindest things you can do for your long-term memory. Now we arrive at habit number 5, the one I promised would surprise you. This habit is mental novelty, deliberately challenging your brain with new and unfamiliar experiences. Here is the truth many people do not realize. Repetitive puzzles, while helpful, are not always enough. Your brain adapts quickly to familiar challenges, and once something becomes easy, it stops growing new neural connections from that activity. What truly protects memory is novelty, doing something your brain has never done before. Learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, taking a different route on your daily walk, trying a new recipe instead of an old favorite. Even switching the hand you use to brush your teeth can activate new neural pathways. Neuroscientists call this cognitive reserve, and building it is like building a financial savings account for your brain. The more diverse and challenging experiences you accumulate, the more reserve you have to draw from later in life, even if some natural decline occurs. So this week, I challenge you to do one thing you have never done before. Your brain will light up in ways a familiar crossword puzzle simply cannot replicate. Habit number 6 brings us to something many people underestimate entirely, and that is managing stress with intention. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, and prolonged high cortisol levels have been shown to shrink the hippocampus over time, directly impacting memory formation. This does not mean stress itself is your enemy. Stress is a normal part of life. The danger lies in unmanaged, constant stress that never gets released. Simple daily practices can make a measurable difference. 5 minutes of deep breathing each morning, a short period of quiet prayer or meditation, journaling your thoughts before bed. Even spending time in nature has been shown to lower cortisol levels significantly. I often tell my patients, protecting your memory is not only about what you add to your life, it is also about what you release from it. Let go of what you can. Breathe through what you cannot yet release. Your hippocampus will thank you. And finally, habit number 7, the one that ties every other habit together, and that is consistency over perfection. You do not need to sleep perfectly every night, eat flawlessly every day, or socialize constantly to protect your memory. What matters most is the accumulation of small repeated choices over months and years. Memory protection is not a sprint, it is a lifelong rhythm. Miss a day, and simply return to the rhythm the next day without guilt. The people I have seen age with the sharpest minds are rarely the ones who did everything perfectly. They are the ones who kept showing up day after day, decade after decade, for their sleep, their movement, their nutrition, their relationships, their curiosity, and their peace of mind. So let's quickly walk through these 7 habits one more time before we close. Protect your sleep like it is sacred. Move your body every single day, even gently. Nourish your brain with real whole foods. Stay connected to the people you love. Challenge your mind with new and unfamiliar experiences. Manage your stress with daily intention. And above all, remain consistent, not perfect. Your memory is not simply something that happens to you as you age. In many ways, it is something you actively shape, day by day, choice by choice. It is never too late to begin, and every small step you take today is a gift you are giving to your future self. If this video helped you, and if you believe someone you love could benefit from hearing this too, please take a moment to like this video and share it with them. And if you have not already, subscribe to this channel, because every week I bring you clear, honest, and practical guidance to help protect your health and your mind for the years ahead. I'm Dr. Arthur Wells, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of your mind the way it has taken care of you.